I keep talking. It's just the intro and shit. Yeah, I just hear it. Not the second one with the good. What's going on, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good, world? What's good? Yo, what's good, y'all? So yeah, man, how y'all doing, man? We can't think of a name for this podcast yet, but
Tully has had several.
yeah, I did. I had a few guys.
Tip, just put the tip in.
Yeah, we got a few names, man. I'm not hearing you.
I think why? Because my joint off.
There we go. All right, everybody good. Everybody good. How y'all doing today? What's good, brothers?
Too bad, man. Sunday fun day.
What's good, brother?
What's good? Yeah, man. But welcome to another episode of We Will Think of a Name Later. My name is Tully. What's going on, world?
They call me Z's.
What's good? Yeah, man. And we just here to talk about who we are today. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Just want to tell everybody, like, yo, who we are, where we from and shit. You know what I mean? And then where the convo go, the convo goes.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, man, we going to start with the person who comes from the better of environments, Mr. Isaiah Johnson.
Is that you? Or that's, I didn't know.
That's you, God.
They call me Z's. My name is Isaiah Johnson, born and raised upstate New York.
Yeah.
Syracuse, New York. Started off crazy, like went to an all-black elementary school, K through 6. Then went to an all-white high school, 7 through 12. And then, did a year at community college, hit Syracuse.
Okay.
Moved to D.C. about 5 years ago. And been in education ever since. That's like my thing. So met these guys here, and I met my man Pete in college.
Yeah.
Actually,
how y'all meet when y'all was in at
that's
Syracuse?
Actually a pretty crazy story too.
Let's
because
hear it.
We met through like a mutual brother.
Okay. What was his name?
Gino. Gino. So he helped me out literally like the first couple of days of classes, and then I showed up to this fraternity get down to join.
Okay.
And that's my first time meeting PJ. Was in a South Campus apartment during an interview. Actually, like we haven't even hit the basement yet. Like we met during an interview. And that was like our first time meeting. Going around the table, like looking at, it might have been like 15 brothers in the chapter at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That must have been real intimidating too.
Yo, it got a little crazy.
I remember my interview process. That joke was intimidating.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So then y'all met or whatever. And so what brought you here, bro?
What brought me to DC was work. You know what I mean? I started working in education. I started teaching.
Yeah.
And that's when we moved in together. And that was kind of like our first meeting.
Yeah.
Through another mutual brother actually was like, yo, like my man is moving to DC. Y'all should get an apartment together.
Yep.
And that's kind of how we connected. And that was a really fun first year.
Hell yeah.
For sure. Like we had gotten here like June. Like I had to start work in like June 30th, July 1. I was already at work.
Yep.
Which is crazy thinking about being a teacher and school doesn't start actually until like August, September. Like we were here working in June. Like, before I had missed my last day's work back in Syracuse, my last week's work back in Syracuse to start work out here in DC.
Okay. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. P,
where you from,
man?
Where?
I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Can't really hear you because the mic mad far. Clearly, these niggas don't know how to hold mics.
I'm definitely still holding mics. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly. Yeah.
All right, so I'm from the Bronx, born and raised. I was actually born in Harlem, but raised in the Bronx.
Okay. Gunshot on that one.
You already?
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Because you the feds.
Hey, we out.
Put the sirens on.
Put the sirens on.
We're gonna edit that out. We can't have no association with the police out here.
I keep missing it.
Yo.
Whose man's is this?
Whose man's is this right now?
There we go.
Yeah, I don't associate with that, but I'm from the Bronx, born and raised, went to school in Cardinal Hayes. Shout out to all my Hayesmen, up Hayes and all its loyal men.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? After that, went to Syracuse University. That's where I met Z's. You heard the story already. I've been around a little bit. So after college, after Syracuse, I moved down to Atlanta. Yeah. I was there for like 2.5 years.
Yeah, I thought when you first left college, you went straight to Wisconsin.
Nah. After college, the first place I went was Atlanta.
Okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Was that purposeful?
It was purposeful.
It was, right?
It was.
All right.
Oh, wow.
You know, I thought I was gonna set roots down there. You know what I mean?
I thought you was chasing love.
Facts.
Oh, you were?
I think that's my bad. Actually was chasing love.
Oh,
right?
shit. I wasn't trying to be I could do the... My fault, God. I'm the feds on that one.
Definitely you've been a fed since I started talking. Yeah. So, bad, you know what I mean? But plans change, obviously. So after Atlanta, moved to Wisconsin.
Okay.
I was in Wisconsin for 11 months. Oh, and by the way, I moved to Atlanta to work. I was working with the military. So I was doing contracting with the military.
Got you.
So I did that. Went to Wisconsin. Terrible experience, like in terms of just being the only black dude in white spaces type shit. Like,
we're going to have to talk about that. Being the only black person in white spaces. Word.
So like just being in that kind of environment and also being in a space where it was mad cold in Wisconsin.
Word.
I just couldn't do it. So shout out to one of my old bosses. She set it up so that I could actually get transferred to Maryland. So I moved to Maryland, worked at Fort Meade for a little bit, and then got into politics like a couple years after that. That's
when PJ Hoodie was born.
It was born a little bit before that.
Do the applause.
But yeah. So it's been a great experience moving down to the DMV after Maryland, moved down to DC.
Okay.
I met Tully through Isaiah.
Yeah.
Through Z's. He got a new spot in DC and he was just like, yo, pull up. I'm in I got a new apartment. And that's where I met you guys.
Yeah. So, word. And when we met, like, we just clicked instantly. Like, it just was like organic. And I think it's because we both was from the city. Like, so yeah, a little bit about myself. Like, I'm from Brooklyn or whatever.
I guess I'm done.
Oh, nah. We come back in. Oh, you are? My man, you come back in my full guard. But yeah, like I'm from Brooklyn or whatever. And after high school and everything, I went to Thomas Jeff. Shouts out to Orange Wave. You know what I mean? But after high school and shit, I went upstate to the Rochester Institute of Technology.
RIT.
Yeah,
it's a big deal. RIT is kind of a big deal.
Shout out to RIT. I've had
a lot of fun at RIT. It's a good school.
Facts. Hail to the queens. Hail to the kings.
I went to the last Hail to the Queens though. The last one they ever did. They stopped doing that, right?
Yeah. Well, we brought it back though. We didn't bring back Hail to the Queens because obviously we not the chicks, but we brought back Chaos. So we started doing Chaos and shit like that. But y'all was long gone. Y'all was already graduated and shit. And then even like that last party, I will not talk about it now, but some crazy shit happened like at the last party. And they was like, yo, y'all.
I didn't know you then. So
you said what? I can't hear you.
Oh, so when the fight at Hail to the Queens happened, you were there for that?
I think I probably was a freshman.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that was 2008.
Oh yeah, it might have been. Nah, it was before that.
Oh, before that? Oh, I wasn't there then.
Yeah, it was before that, right?
So yeah, man.
I was only a freshman.
I felt like it was like 07. I don't think it was my senior year. My senior was
07. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I went to RIT or whatever, ended up pledging Sigma, and then through Sigma, met a slew of bros. Funny thing, when I met Z's, before I was a Sigma, I was an interest, and I'm dead on campus, and I seen, like, I'm on Syracuse campus, and I'm, like, trying to introduce myself to bros or whatever. And I walked up, and I'm like, hey, like, how you doing, sir? And this dude dead walked past me.
You love
like,
telling that story. It's not real,
I'm going to tell it every episode.
It's not real, man. That didn't happen.
It didn't happen. But yeah, that's it.
That don't sound like Z's, but
it sound like
you also wouldn't make that up, so I don't know.
Nah, son, like you walk past me, unless I'm bugging. You know what I mean? I could be bugging. It is what it is. But yeah. And joined the frat, and then from after school going to like Michigan, which was a crazy experience. But then ultimately it led me here. And like you said already, like, you know, Brown, shouts out to Brown. I wish I knew his IG off top so I could like plug him. But
Kwaku.
Yeah, Kwaku Brown something on it.
I don't know what it is.
I don't even know. But shouts out to Brown. He introduced us and stuff. And yeah, we came down here and like we had some amazing nights. And we're gonna be sharing those with y'all too. Like
Yo, really quickly, son, like, I know this may be a little bit, like, off script, but, like, yo, like, was work for you? Was that your first time, like, in all white spaces?
College.
Yeah, college. Yeah, college.
Okay.
Can't hear you, bro. He don't want to hold it.
Yeah, my bad.
All right, so next few episodes, we're going to get these arms so that we can just have it. Because it's a lot easier.
I'm struggling with this whole
thing. Yeah, it's a lot easier. Like, I ain't got to really hold nothing. I'm really just parlayed, chilling up. You know what I mean? Just got the mic like...
I'm a natural in these streets.
Congratulations. Hit that applause button.
But that was like your first time like in all white spaces?
College? Hell yeah. Like, so I went to a private school in high school, and I thought that would be my first time, but it was all Hispanics and blacks. There was one white dude at my
Oh shit, for real?
So I didn't actually get that, like I'm surrounded by white people until Syracuse.
Yeah.
Yo, and your experience was college too. Like, yo, it's mad white people here.
Yeah, it was a culture shock. So like the first 3 days I was in my room. And my RA had to say, like, he lied, but it was a good lie. He was like, hey, like, it's against the rules to have your door closed for 3 days. I mean, to have your door closed for the first week. So that forced me to come out and interact with other people that I've never interacted with in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, the only people that were white in my school were the teachers. Some of them. But it was all black. In high school. In high school. Yeah. So that was a crazy experience, but...
Yo, that's crazy. So... Like my high school experience was completely different.
Yeah.
Like I said, like everybody's white. Like there's only 3 black boys who graduated high school with me.
Damn.
Like we might have started with like 12, I would say, in middle school. Like there was a solid 12 of us. We all played on the basketball team. Like we were all really or relatively close.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time we had high school, half of these clowns, not clowns.
Half of the why they clowns? Oh, the white kids.
No. I'm talking about the black kids.
You were like, oh, that's cool then.
Yeah.
Right. You're like, yeah, they clowns.
Half of these, because some of these dudes really was like, yo, what are you doing, man? Like, I don't know. We're not gonna talk about that, but like half of them had moved.
Yeah.
The other half had just simply dropped out.
Damn.
And so there were 3 of us who walked the stage, and I didn't even realize, like, oh shoot, like where the rest of these dudes at until like I became an adult at OCC or at Syracuse.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like it's hard out here. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're surrounded in a space of like all white kids.
Right.
Like I remember them writing nigger on the girl's locker.
Damn, for
in
real?
high school. And what's crazy is the girl who they wrote it on, like, was a graduate from Harvard. She's now studying in California to be a skin doctor. What is skin?
Dermatology.
There it is. She's in dermatology. Like, so like she was brilliant in her own right.
Shouts out to her. Another applause button for that one.
Another applause. I'm still actually pretty close with the family. Like,
that's cool.
But like, yo, like,
so all your skincare needs are taken care of. That's what's up.
That's why you got good skin.
It's healthy. You know
it's cool.
You know, I got the dewy shit.
I don't even know what that is, bro.
The dewy skin.
I'm not.
I don't know.
We don't have friends who are dermatologists, so we can't even speak on that.
All right. And what's dewy?
Dewy means the skin is clean, man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like you made that up.
Right, nigga, lie.
How you spell that?
Yo, DEWY? Dewey?
Wait, so PJ, so about like your high school experience, you said that how it was a Catholic school.
Dewey means wet. Like,
ew, you a freak, bro.
Like dude.
Yo, hold on, man. This is
nasty. You got a yuck.
Yo, if you didn't, we gotta get the yuck drop.
That's a thugger joint. Doesn't he say yuck on some shit? Get that joint.
All right.
Nah, like wait till ask about Dewey. Like I'm sure they're gonna be like, yo, I got
Google
Dewey
about
skin.
it, and Google's like, what the fuck that is.
That's an iPhone though, right?
I don't know, bro.
I'm sorry.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, that iPhone should be a little bit. I don't know. I don't really know it. Yeah.
Wait, but tell me something like about your high school experience, because I went to a public school. You went to a public school.
I went to public school as well.
And you went to Catholic school.
I went to Catholic school, all boys Catholic school.
All boys.
Concourse. It was a different experience. I've never experienced anything like that.
A little closer, girl.
It was a lot of fun.
Perfect. Nah, that's good.
It was a lot of fun. Made some great friends. I have close friends that I still, you know what I'm saying? But it was like I was still in the hood. Yeah. Because it was nothing but Hispanics and black people. Yeah. And we were all from the hood. Damn. Most of us were like, we had some kind of scholarship that got us there or whatever. Like it wasn't like a lot of affluence at my school, except for like the ones who were affluent. Yeah. That wasn't the majority of the school. Okay. So I had a great experience. I think part of the reason why I'm always struggling like to socialize with white people though is because I just never did that.
Gotcha. Do you think like it took like the cream of the crop from like the black community? Like, are we gonna put the top 10% in this school and we know they brilliant already?
Yeah. Like especially to get the scholarships that I'm talking about. Yeah, you had to. You had people who weren't smart at my school, of course.
Yeah. Definitely. The reason why, so I went to Thomas Jeff, but like in between it, well, not in between, but it was so bad, like test wise. Incidents, like people got stabbed years prior. So it was so bad that they had to break the school up into 4 schools. And so originally, like I was on like a health track. And that's my school. That was what my school was, the World Academy for Total Community Health. You know what I mean? So they had to break it up, and then they had like.
I almost wish I went to a school like that though,
because it was more specialized. It was cool.
Yes, that specialized thing is something that my school wasn't. So like, I went to I went to Syracuse for computer science.
Oh, word.
Having never done anything.
Oh yeah, word.
Computer science related.
Why would they even like accept you for that? It was almost like they were setting you up to fail.
I had good grades.
Oh, got you. My fault. My bad. Get you an applause button for that.
No, not even. Like when you apply to something, they don't care what you did before. Oh, got you. Your grades, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
SAT scores, I'm sure, was on point.
Yeah, SATs. I think yours were better. I think we talked about our SAT scores.
Nah, I thought his was not as good.
SAT scores were terrible.
Yeah, because he was like, "Yo, you got a 1200." We was like, "Yo, my nigga, that's low."
I got I think it was 11 something.
Yeah, my SAT scores are trash. We ain't gonna talk about. I was back in like the
and this is when out of 1600. Right. So don't try to front like we talking about out of
2400.
Yeah.
Oh, it was out of 16.
It was out of 16.
That's a
fact.
Don't
do us like that. Don't do us like that.
No. But yeah, so now we fast forward and we're all here now. And how has y'all experience been here living in the District of Columbia, the nation's capital?
It's been incredible. Like, I'm still here.
Right.
Like,
I'm trying to be a homeowner by next summer, you know, which is why it was crazy. We were just talking about like different hustles we could pull up on the side on the weekends so that I can, you know, get this money together.
Like, America is the land of opportunity, and DC is definitely an example.
Facts.
There's a lot of opportunity.
I don't feel, not to go the racism track, but I don't feel that pressure that the rest of America's facing.
Sorry, I need you to say more.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
I'm just saying, damn, so put me on the spot.
You sounded kind of crazy, but...
So you know how like everything is happening in America, we got all this crazy shit happening with race and everything like that. I personally, like, I feel affected when I see all these things transpiring with black people, black and brown people throughout America and the world. But living in DC, I don't see, like, we haven't had nobody black has gotten shot by the cops out here.
You bugging out. I'm fairly confident that's not true.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm more than likely that's wrong.
You sound real Trumpy right now.
Nah, don't do that to me, bro. Don't do that.
Devil is a lie, not me.
Then fight back.
You need to
fight back. You looking shaky right now.
You need to fix that ASAP.
Aye. Let me fix it.
Start by apologizing.
My bad. My bad.
I am a little.
To the black community. Say sorry. And then let's start from scratch again.
No, but what I'm saying is that like, you know how DC, even though it's going through a lot of gentrification.
That's why you're not fucking with Cap. I see you.
Nah, don't do that. We're going to talk about that Cap shit.
Problem.
We're going to talk about that Cap shit in a second.
That's what's happening.
Nah, I do think it's a problem, but we're going to talk about that in a second. Nigga tried to get me off my feet like I'm not a pro at this. I'm all right. I'm not a pro, but I'm all right.
You sounded real Trumpish, but I'm going to need you to bring it back. Whoa,
relax. Nigga, I'm not the feds. You the feds. Nah, but so what I'm saying is like, DC has been so good to me. So I don't really see, like, I see it, but I'm not affected personally by, you know what I mean? Like, I think I'm fucking up.
So far what I hear from you is that you're insulated from like all that other shit that's happening.
No, because I'm still bothered by it. I get mad about it. And that shit hurts me. Like, I want to see change. But what I'm saying is like, DC has been so good to me that I don't necessarily, man, I'm having a hard time putting this together.
If you're a Trump supporter, you're a Trump supporter.
Yo, don't do that.
Like,
man.
Like, we're on a different page over here.
So to the world, they just playing. Niggas is trying to roast me right now. And I really don't appreciate this because I'm trying to explain myself, but it's just not coming out right. And I'm bombing.
And I'm waiting patiently.
Let me drop the bomb. Yo,
so it sounds like what you're saying is like black men who are struggling right now don't affect you.
No. That's not what I'm trying to say.
So
what I'm trying to say is like DC has been so good to me that I can see how a person who don't have to deal with all of the day-to-day issues that Black America's faced with can be jaded. That's all I'm trying to say.
But you're not one of those people.
No, I know it's still going on, but I'm just saying, like, I love DC.
He cleaned it up.
Yeah. Like,
okay. It sounds like you're trying to separate yourself from regular black people.
I'm not trying to I'm not trying to do that, God.
I'm just trying to give you a lifeline here. So
yeah, I hear you.
What I think you're saying is that, like, you're good, like personally.
I'm not where I want to be,
so
but
it's
I'm
easy
not
to overlook what's happening to other people.
It could be. I'm not overlooking it though.
You feel about that? Like,
niggas trying to set me up.
I'm gonna let it breathe. Like, I'm gonna let it breathe, man. Like, it kind of sounds to me like, yo, like I've put myself in such a good situation here in DC that like when I see trauma or I see racism or I see segregation or when I see, you know, brutality, like I'm not affected by it.
No.
That's what I heard.
I hear what you're saying, and I understand that.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. How do you feel about, since we're talking about social...
I can't hear you because your mic far. No, you just got to put your mic closer.
Oh, okay.
There it is. You good.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but your shit was like over here and shit.
All right.
Yeah.
I got to stop moving my hands and all that. But like, so what do you feel about social justice though?
Okay.
And what role do you think, you know what I'm saying, you have in that?
I think that my role in social justice is, well, wait, your first question was, how do I feel about social justice? Yes. I think social justice is very necessary. I think that we need people on the front lines doing things, and then we need people in the back, or not in the back, but within these organizations that we're having like issues with trying to combat it. Or
do you have an active role in social justice?
I would say not necessarily. I don't really march. The last time I marched was for the last Million Man March, so I'm not really marching or anything like that. But the way I perceive social justice is by me partnering with like a mentorship group. So the last one that I did, also with Sigma, so we have auxiliary groups that we work with. But the last thing that I personally did was work with an organization called Team Esteem, and it's a mentorship group. And I'll just leave it at that without going into everything. But I come and I contribute my particular skills to that whole thing.
Okay.
And so
and this actually segues nicely into the NFL joint. Because like right now, Hove is doing this whole thing where what he's saying is, when we partner with the NFL, what we're going to do is we're going to start giving people a platform for social justice. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming they're going to do some like community related events and all that. So what do y'all feel about that?
That's only a part of it. And I think after I did more reading, like, I think that's what's making me, because I know yesterday we talked briefly about it and I was like, yo, like I'm gun-ho on Jay, like how dare you, you know what I mean? Like he's just looking out for the community. But a big piece of it is what keeps popping up, which is making me nervous, is he keeps talking about the entertainment aspect at the Super Bowl. Like Rock Nation is going to handle entertainment.
You come to my side.
Like
are you on my side? Yes or no?
Yo, like,
yes or no?
But what's your side though?
My
the
side,
world don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's right. So right now, what's happening now is Jay-Z has a partnership with the NFL, and everybody's wondering like why? Because you were on the side of Kaepernick, you were on the side of social justice, you were doing all the things that is consistent with like being on the right side of the issue.
You just dropped 444.
You just dropped 444. When was that? Was that last year?
That was last year or 2 years ago. You just helped homie get out of jail.
Can't hear you, bro.
Oh, you just dropped 444. You just supplied the lawyer for Meek.
I know you tight about this.
I'm like, niggas,
you just did what? There's something else big. You just supplied the foundation for something else big. Mm-hmm. Like you just supplied the money for something else big.
Yeah, don't forget about the Meek
21
shit.
Savage. He just put money up for Savage. No?
Oh yeah,
right. So he just
did
the Savage situation. He put the money up for Meek. He put the just dropped 444. Like there's a lot of things that you were doing. So like got me feeling like Wakanda forever. Got me feeling real Black Power-y. Mm-hmm. And then now we looking at this entertainment thing, and I think that's what is gotten me feeling some type of way.
It's more than just the entertainment thing. It's the fact that the only reason why he's able to do what he's doing now with the NFL, this whole partnership, is because the NFL blackballed Kaepernick. They kept him out the league. They rewarded white trash quarterbacks,
right,
who they just raised their hand like, look, we're not protesting, hire us, and they did that. Yeah. So he's validating that whole system.
Yeah,
and you didn't call Kaepernick before the whole thing went down. Like you didn't even have a conversation with the whole reason why you're getting this bag.
Like
that's crazy.
I see where you're coming from, but here's my point, and I get that because we've had a conversation like offline about it, and I was like, I didn't know that, but like it just happened. So right now, niggas is jumping out the window, in my opinion, right? I feel like y'all jumping out the window. He just got part ownership of a team. They haven't even released what team it is. So if they haven't released what team it is, why are y'all gonna expect such immediate results? Like I'm
not expecting results. I'm talking about the idea of the deal itself.
But you say it was like, but he said he spoke to Cap. Cap girl said she ain't speak to Cap. I mean, yeah, he ain't speak to Cap, and then Cap was like, yeah, and then Cap was like, yeah, that's a fact. We ain't speak to him. But it's like, yo, who's to say that he's not gonna get in and then shift shit? Like that's where I feel like social justice can really make an impact.
If he hires, like I'm assuming you're talking about hiring Kaepernick.
Hiring Cap, yeah,
cool. If he does that, cool. But he still didn't talk to Cap before that. This is a money move, man. I'm telling you.
I don't believe that.
I don't want it to be a money move at all. But I feel like the only reason I started to feel like it's a money move after like today's reading, like before I was 100% on your side. Like, look, we need black men in ownership. We need to, I was like, look, Jay's going to look out. Like, we need to sit at the table. Like, once he's at the table, like, he's going to look out for us. Like, he's going to lock down all this social injustice. And that's like, we about to take over.
Right.
Like, I was 100% on your side. Like, nah, like, we trust and believe in Hove.
Yeah.
Once I start reading today, like, social injustice is a piece. The primary focus of the finances or where the money is coming from Jay is the entertainment aspect. Like, I am going to lock down the Super Bowl contract. Like, Rock Nation is going to make money off the Super Bowl this year. Yes. Like, Rock Nation, his organization, Rock Nation, is going to make money off performances during the NFL game.
So you got a problem with him capitalizing off of social justice?
I think it's no longer social justice at this point.
How? If it just started, is what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is no longer social justice because we are now looking at this from a business standpoint. Like, if he jumped in solely on social justice, I'm still with you.
So you expect him to not make bread?
No.
But just be real about what you're doing. This is a business move. It's not a social justice move.
It's not a social justice move. And I'm saying like I feel like if you want to play this Dr. King role where like, yo, we out here for black people, we looking out for the black community, do that. And right now you're a billionaire. So it don't got to be a money thing for you no more.
Why not? Who's to say he can't capitalize?
Yo, but I read this article and the person made a great point. Like, Hove has in his entire career made it clear, like, yo, I'm out that bread.
Okay.
And this fits that. Like, this is a money move. This is Hove, a hustler, and I'm getting to the bag.
This is hustler Hove.
And if he would have just kept it like that, we could have judged it off those merits. But now he's trying to have it both ways.
Yeah. Don't I feel like at this point, don't associate social injustice. Because I feel like once you start to make the bag, he didn't make me feel like he's coming back to look out for our community anymore.
So how about this? I'm going to ask y'all a question and then we're going to take a quick break. But how about this? If he then begins to do all of the things for social justice and he just so happens to make money off of it, how will you then feel? So once we come back, I want y'all to answer that question because that's kind of wild to me. Okay. We are back. All right. So you remember my question from just now, PJ, and you said you wanted to answer it, so I won't even recite it again. Like, let me hear what you.
If in the end we get like the social justice that he's promising, if he delivers on that, then that's amazing. That's great. The way it looks now, you don't include Kaepernick. You don't let's be real. All the social stuff, the justice stuff that he's talking about is real vague to me. It's super vague. What exactly is he talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like you're like, and you're not the only person to do this, but you're like, man, but all these great things are gonna happen. What?
Okay.
And
because he ain't got no plans.
And what specifically is gonna address the system?
Gotcha.
That led to Kaepernick being blackballed.
Yeah.
That that Kaepernick brought light on police brutality.
Yes.
What specifically is going to address that? To me, this sounds like,
I'm about to bring
some cool acts. He bailed out the NFL, man. He bailed the NFL out.
Not only did he bail it out, like, I don't think he has any agenda social injustice at all. I think that's just a cover-up for the entertainment. Like, the money is coming from the entertainment. Like, that is his focus right now. And I think that's what scares the hell out of me. Like, damn.
Yeah. Is 21 Savage a Rock Nation artist?
I
don't think so.
We need to start looking at the motive behind some of his moves, man.
Oh my God.
That's
damn. Okay,
crazy.
so I could jump out the window and say that, maybe he's saying, because y'all on some conspiracy theory shit right now.
And before we do that, I just want to say, I'm a huge Jay-Z fan.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm a huge Jay fan.
Yeah.
Like, Jay's one of my favorite artists. He is my favorite rapper.
So the winner is Hove.
This like, it took me a minute to actually get to this point. Like, I had to sit and think about this shit, and I really felt like, you know what I mean, my man just did a move that I don't really rock with.
So you think it's scary?
It's a little scary. I don't want to cancel him. People are canceling him. I don't want to do that because he has done good. He has done good.
Right.
But if we're judging this so-called NFL partnership, then we got to look at the NFL partnership.
Gotcha.
I don't see what there is to be happy
I feel you, but okay, so here's the only reason why I'm currently on the defense. I feel like our culture, our society always takes a little bit of information and we jump out the window and we don't have the facts. And the reason why is because of social media. And you, PJ Hoodie, you huge on Twitter. So I know
you're doing the inverse. You're you have a little bit of information yourself and you're judging it positively.
No, I'm not judging it positively.
Yes,
I'm just giving it some room to breathe. I feel like sometimes ideas pop into the social media space and then people taking it run with it. He the feds, he's this, he's that. But it's like, nothing has happened yet. When you walk into an organization and you start...
A lot has happened. There's an NFL deal. There's rumors that he's about to be a partner.
How long has this story How long has this story been going on? Z's?
Roughly what? 4 days?
It was
4 days. Would you expect and granted, we got a terrible president right now, but when we had Obama, did y'all expect Obama to come in and just change stuff?
Don't put Obama and Jay-Z in the same category,
what
bro.
What you mean?
But these aren't even the same things.
They're not the same thing, bro.
I'm not talking about the specifics. What I'm saying is you have someone coming into a new position or coming into something and you're expecting change.
No. We're talking about the merits of the partnership.
Okay.
We're talking about the merits.
So you're saying that, but how can you confidently say, how can you 100% say, yo, he's about to change things?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
I can't hear you, bro.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like, I judge the deal partly off of what I think. Like, I'm listening to the deal and I'm like, I don't like it, but also because you read down like all the shit that Kaepernick's girl is saying. Nessa.
Yeah, so I've been reading articles all morning, like leading up to here, I've been reading articles all day yesterday. I read more articles today. And Kaepernick's girlfriend, Nessa, is like, yo, like, I'm not upset with Jay-Z business-wise.
Shout out to Nessa. She's
I'm not upset with her. Sound like a powerful woman, right? But everybody's looking for Nessa in their life.
Facts.
But like, the article I read was like, look, I'm not mad at Jay for the move. I think like it's a brilliant business move. I don't have any problems with it. The only thing I have an issue with was don't put the injustice, don't put social injustice, don't attach Kaepernick's kneeling to what you're looking at business-wise, because they are not the same. And don't try to correlate them. Don't try to put them together. This is an entertainment move. This is a money move. It is not a social injustice move. Okay. And that's her only point.
And it's a good one.
And it's solid, bro.
But how does she... All I'm saying, I hear that. And I hear what she's saying. I hear what y'all saying. But how can you make that from assumption from just 4 days?
What do you mean assumption? Did Jay-Z call Kaepernick or not?
From what was stated, no. But he also said that he did. Maybe she didn't know. I don't know. We don't know.
So Nessa says he called.
After though.
Nessa says he called and...
Well, before or after?
After. Yeah. He called and...
But he didn't call before, which is a sin in my eyes. You're profiting off of this, and you ain't even calling before.
And you're making it a social injustice move.
Yes, like you're saying,
it's like I had to I was talking yesterday. It's almost like a Rosa Parks move. Like Jay-Z is like, yo, like I'm really upset that Rosa Parks. Like I'm sad that Rosa Parks didn't get off the bus. But what's next?
Well, all right.
And
let me ask you this.
And what's next?
I don't know if you could use that Rosa Parks.
I'm about to get a. I know Rosa didn't get off the bus, but what's next? Here's what's next. I'm a partner with the bus company, and then we're going to make money off the bus company, and we're going to say we got to move forward.
But
we got to be forward thinkers.
But,
it's time to stop. We need to sit on the bus and chill out.
Yeah. All right, so how about this? Because you brought up the Rosa Parks thing. What I know about that was that there were many people doing the whole, I'm going to just stand in the front of the bus. They chose Rosa because of marketing. Like how she would be depicted. And so they chose her. So what you use in that, what's the difference between Jay-Z utilizing the Kaepernick situation to get a team and then maybe change stuff from within? What's wrong with getting in and then changing things?
That's not what's driving this deal. Let me
How
ask
do
you
you
this.
know it's only been 4 days?
Because it's an entertainment deal. Let me ask you this.
Entertainment
what do you think is more likely? Like let's say we're in
I can't hear.
Let's say we're in a room and we're talking about this deal between Roc Nation and the NFL.
Yeah.
What do you think they spend more time talking about? Social justice or the entertainment? What do you think they spend more time talking about?
I think that they spend more time. I think they No,
we gotta get that as a sound.
We gonna take that when niggas stutter. All right, Nah, deadass. I really think that they were talking about profit. Okay, but that's all business. But
you just said that earlier. That's fine.
Yes.
But don't try to use that to make it seem like you all about social justice, because you can't be. And I don't know if I actually haven't read this physically, but there was an article that said somebody told me that there was an article that said Hov was like, I don't even care about Travis Scott performing at the Super Bowl because that's not what it's about. Like, it's not about the social justice part. I didn't want him to perform at the Super Bowl because he's a bigger artist than they were acting like he was. Like, he was the follow-up act to
Gotcha.
What was it, M5 or something like that?
Oh, I know you talked about that, but I never saw the article.
Somebody told me about that article. I haven't read it.
Okay.
But somebody said Hov was like, nah, that's not why I told him not to perform at the Super Bowl. I told him to perform at the Super Bowl because business-wise, he's bigger than that.
Yeah.
He should be the headliner. So what part of this whole NFL shit, Kaepernick shit, was Hov really on some social justice shit?
I hear you. All I'm simply saying is, hey, it's early. Let's see. Now,
let's see what though?
Let's see if change actually comes. Like, I don't know how it would feel to be in the owner circle. Maybe he can penetrate.
So what time frame are you giving this?
I would say let's give it a season. Let's give it a season. Let's see what happens.
Bro, I can't co-sign that shit, my
Why
man.
not?
I love you, brother.
Yo, he
can't co-sign it.
Okay, he may not play football ever again. He knew that was the risk that he was taking.
Why? And I think that's the problem in itself. Like,
what does
why?
that have to do with Hov?
Not only does it have to do with Hov, like, why is that because he took a knee? Why does that put your career at risk? It has nothing to do with your performance on the field.
But that's the problem.
That's the problem.
And that's the system that Hov just validated.
And that's the system Hov. Not only he validated, he said yo, we here for entertainment. Like, are we just gonna add the social justice on? I think to keep us quiet.
And he said some shit we're past the Kaepernick kneeling.
We're past the kneeling.
We're moving on to the next phase. But what are you doing to address that? Like, if another NFL player kneeled today, he would be penalized. Just like Kaepernick was. They would get him out the league just like Kaepernick was excommunicated.
So players are currently kneeling.
Yeah.
They are currently kneeling and they still have jobs. But I think that is because they blackballed Kaepernick so much that now it's we can't get rid of this guy off that. Like, I think that has changed a little.
Players are kneeling, but they've changed the rules in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, at the point where Kaepernick was kneeling, you cannot do that no more because they don't even ask you to come out and play.
They don't ask you to come out no more to the national anthem. You can stay in the locker room.
Yeah.
The team can stay in the locker room.
They've worked around this Kaepernick.
That's a fact. You gotta stop moving that. It's hearing all of that. Just leave it alone,
Shout out
bro.
to Kaepernick, man. I'm rocking with you, B. Like, dead ass.
Yo, I'm not saying I'm not rocking with him.
Yes, you are.
Don't do that.
Yes, you are.
Yo, I know this is an early podcast, but can we get Nessa to come pull through it and talk to us for a second?
She gonna be like, I'm not
pull up. I feel like she gonna have some fire shit to say too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yo, I'm definitely interested, man. Like, I know we small potatoes right now, but please pull up and shed a little light on the situation.
Or we reach out to her via Twitter and then put at Nessa. I don't know, whatever her shit is, but honestly, bro,
we'll see you in a year next. we early. We real early.
Yo,
we'll see you in a year.
When Cap has a job on Jay's team, and now we got a
and
full
then
circle.
What? And then what? And then y'all niggas.
And if that happens, then salute. I'm cool with it.
Yo, okay, cool. That's why we calling him Hover.
Yeah, but you're not giving a person the opportunity to even make a change.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, but that's okay. You cannot believe it, but at the end of the day, it's too soon. I feel like all infiltration all changes have to be must come from infiltration within. In order to create a change, he might be a part owner, and now he's in those circles, and then people
he was already in those circles. He wouldn't be doing a deal with the NFL.
But what I'm saying is now he's legitimately in those NFL circles, going to the things that he may not been privy to. Just because you Jay-Z don't mean you get to go to an NFL's owners event.
I think that is what that means.
I think that's exactly what that means.
I completely disagree.
You don't even get a deal with the NFL if you can't already do that. What are you talking about?
I hear what you're saying, but all I'm saying is, hey, maybe an owner that's hold on, maybe what are you whispering, bro?
Yo, because I'm thinking Prince Harry and Shorty were in awe of Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I hear you. All I'm trying to say is this.
That's a fact.
What if?
Because Jay-Z's royalty out here.
Yeah. So
in the U.S., he's royalty.
I hear you. So look. So what if he's now in these circles and in these owners who may have different views, maybe biased, maybe racist, whatever the case may be, maybe all of those things, and then at the end of the day, we just they see him and they're like, yo, black people aren't this and that. You're not giving them a chance to make a change, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I'm surprised you're saying this because I feel like generally, you're more cynical than you.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I usually would lean more towards what y'all saying, but the way I currently feel is that, yo, man, yes, he is making moves to benefit himself. But yes, he's also showed that he has the capacity to make moves to benefit other people.
Then you know what he needs to say? He said, I've entered into a lucrative deal with the most profitable league in America, and hopefully we do some good in the process. He should have said that.
Okay. Yeah, so the PR...
This is social justice. This
and
is
we passed Kaepernick taking a knee.
Yeah, like, come on.
I think we are past him taking a knee.
And I agree we are past him taking a knee as well.
We're not past him taking a knee.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
We're way past that.
How are we past that when he's still being penalized for that? What are you talking about?
I don't think he's... Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like this is still a big issue. Like, Kaepernick is still being blackballed. Yo, they just gave Josh McGowan a job. The Eagles just hired him. Mm-hmm. He's like 40-something years old. He's trash. He was on the Jets. He's trash. He retired last year. And then he came back for a job on the Eagles. You telling me that
Kaepernick will give this boy work?
You telling me Kaepernick can't get that job? You telling me Kaepernick is not a third string on the NFL team?
I hear you.
Right
so
now?
You're saying he's blackballed. I got you.
I'm not saying that. He is blackballed.
Okay.
Like, this is not a theory of
okay.
mine. You know what I'm saying? Right. But he's blackballed.
I hear you. Damn. All right, boy. All I would like to say is like, yo, could we just like get some time? You know what I mean? And then we'll go from there. That's all. Shout out to
Jay. Like, you're a billionaire for a reason. And
what'd you say? Okay.
I was talking to my friend about this. Like, billionaires, like, you don't get to a billion just being nice and doing selfless things. You know what I'm saying?
So I had a similar. I feel like this is another podcast situation. But do you think as a young black man, like, you have to cut other people's legs in order to make it to the top? Because I feel like a lot of times...
Not to make it to the top, but to make it to a certain echelon.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a lot of nepotism going on in white industries, like the Marriott Hotel, the Hilton Hotel. Like, these are like families have built Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, that's
like
generational wealth.
That's generational wealth, but I also feel like families have passed it down like to their son. Now my son runs it. Now and we put the whole family on.
Okay, but just to bring it back, he ain't come from shit. So can you allow him to even get more so that maybe like...
But see, you're conflated. Like, I'm not saying that I'm mad about the business side of it.
Okay.
I'm not saying that. Like, I'm proud of Hove. I'm proud of the bag.
Okay, you're just saying don't link it.
Don't link it. Don't front like it's one thing when it's really just a business move.
Heard you. I don't think it's only just a business move.
Okay.
It's primarily a business move.
It could be primarily, but good things have come out of deals that may not have seen.
So do you think he owed Kaepernick a conversation?
Nah, I don't. I don't think he does. Like, why?
We don't talk to Rosa.
No, I'm saying like
because
hey, I'm about to work this deal out for what? What's the reason?
No, because there's this whole deal that we're working on. We're trying to make things better on the social justice front.
Yeah.
I respect and I understand the work that you've been doing. I want you to be a part of that.
I backed it. I backed in these situations.
Imagine how much more powerful this would have been if Kaepernick was sitting right there with him, or if he had his support publicly.
Okay.
There's no money in that though.
I hear you.
Now,
I don't know, nigga. Wait, Charlemagne was in the room.
Charlemagne wears makeup and like...
I don't think he wears makeup, but what I'm saying is...
He lightens his skin.
I'm just saying, I don't think he did. Like, but I don't know. That's a conversation. I don't know him like that. I don't know him at all, actually. I just watched the show.
Charlemagne's face, like...
Yo, why y'all trying to make interviews and we ain't even getting popping yet?
Charlemagne, if you got any invite...
But nah, like, I don't know. Once again, I'm going to stick to what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this internet age is really making people jump out the window. We take certain ideas and we run with it. And it becomes more true and more inflated the more people say it. That is the definition of groupthink. And I think that's what's transpiring now. And because of groupthink, we're not allowing anything to transpire.
Groupthink would be the other way. Like, this is a great deal. Because I mean, like,
no, it's not about
not critically looking at the deal.
It's about when one person says something and then another person agrees.
I know what groupthink is.
Oh, my bad.
But my point is, you're not critically looking at the deal. You're like, let's just wait. It'll be fine. The rest of us are like, nah, like, we're looking at the deal and this looks shaky.
Got you. And I understand why you think it looks shaky.
But that's all. I'll leave it at that.
I hear y'all. I definitely hear y'all, bro. But You know what's amazing about this? Because this episode was supposed to be about introductions and stuff like that. And we got into the social justice talk and I love it. But this actually goes to show like some characteristics about who we are. You know what I mean? Like PJ is very, what's the term? Like you're very passionate about politics and everything. So this hits really home. This hits home hard for you.
And I'm black. I'm a black man in this country.
For Z's always talks that talk about
Z's is the revolutionary.
Right. Like
crew.
he always talks that talk like, yo, like this is what we got to do for black people. So I see how it bothers you.
Like all light-skinned people.
Right.
Well, light-skinned people be revolutionaries, low key.
I'm brown. I ain't no light-skinned.
Oh shit. I gotta get these drops right. I'm playing the wrong fucking drops. There we go. Yeah, man. That's what I wanted to do real quick. Just do the boom, boom, boom. There we go.
Like,
3 shots for you, bro.
Like,
you
in order for the black communities to grow, we got to look out for one another.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like Jay has shown time after time, like, you cut your man Dame legs off completely.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God. You can't even confidently say that. We seen all the, like, when things came out, we saw the commotion that happened in that. So he pulled out, got out, did what he had to do to get out. What's wrong with that?
And then signed the entire company. And then, like, they handed him the company back.
I don't know, bro. I just feel like...
What's the name of the joint? Def Jam. They handed him Def Jam back.
I don't know.
I don't know the particulars of that, but that like Hov does have a history.
Has a history of like
at the very least, it's like questions.
And I think that is how, and that's why I feel like we need to talk about this another time, maybe. But like that's how like I feel like as black men, do you feel like is that the only way to be successful?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that
can you rally with a group and we all come up together? And I feel like LeBron James is a prime example.
Exactly.
But I think he's the only example that I know of where like, yo, I'm gonna bring my whole team with me.
Kevin Hart doing that too.
I mean, I think there's examples of people. But like,
I just think it's
all
to
be a billionaire though.
Yeah, but I think it's all new, and that's why I feel like, yo, we can't really chastise the man for thinking that his way might be best. You may not agree with it, and I hear that's what y'all saying, but like at the end of the day, like, yo, like we don't know yet. Now, if something doesn't transpire, then I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna jump ship. But until then, I'm like,
too late, bro.
It's not too late.
It's too late to jump ship, man.
It's not too late. And then honestly, it's America, bro. Like him getting into this circle will be able to help other blacks tenfold.
Yo,
I
he's
believe
a part owner of the Nets right now.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He used to be part owner of the Nets.
Yeah, but that was like a point, whatever percentage of a share. Like it wasn't even that much. Like, I don't know, bro. I just see what he did recently, what he did for Meek, what he did for 21. Like, and I applaud that.
Both. Well, I know Meek is a Roc Nation artist.
Yeah, and then I thought
21 Savage.
What I thought y'all was going to actually try to correlate and say like, because this would have been strong if y'all would have been like, yo. Everything that he does is for.
I think we had the stronger argument.
No.
Think it's coaching us.
No, what I was thinking was like, what y'all.
No. If I was like, what? Good try, but I would have done.
Whose man's is
this? Yo, what I'm saying is, I thought y'all was going to say that like, him helping Meek was strictly for him to get that deal with Meek with. You know, doing the part ownership for Meek's record label, Dream Chasers. I thought that y'all was going to bring that.
Which would be another business move.
Yeah, but nobody talking about that. Because
we're not upset about the business.
Why not? Because he's black? Because Meek black?
No.
Like, what's the reason?
Because we're not upset about the business.
Because we're not upset about the business.
But no, I thought that y'all would probably say like, yo, he's trying to help. He did all that shit. He paid for Meek lawyers just so he could turn around and be like, yo, you owe me.
No, I don't think that.
I don't think that.
So if you don't think that, then why can't you, just like how you just gave him the benefit of the doubt with the Meek shit, why can't you give him the benefit of the doubt with this whole Cap shit? Because he didn't speak to Cap?
Yes.
So what? So you think he was talking to Meek? So you think he was talking to Meek like,
first of all, you're comparing two things that have no similarities.
All right.
Like they're not similar. These are two different situations.
To me, the situation doesn't matter. I'm just looking at the core.
You're looking at the person. You feel like the character of Jay wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
That's what you're saying. That is what you're saying.
Yes,
it's the character.
Okay, so I feel like he'll be beneficial to help. I think that Jay is beneficial to helping the black community. Like I don't think that there's nothing wrong with getting into a circle to potentially make a change.
Nobody said there's something wrong with that.
Okay, I just keep bringing it back. I just want to harp on that.
You keep you keep like establishing an argument that nobody's making. Like nobody's saying it's bad to do business and to be successful.
Yeah, you guys are just saying.
But he's describing something that's not true. Like he's saying like, oh, I entered into this NFL deal for social justice.
Yeah,
and that's not true.
What? Nessa herself is.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me for real?
Nah, I'm fucking what you got.
Like damn, like I said, I gotta put this shit back in.
You put it like this, like my fault, God. Not good.
Yeah, but like I just feel like at the end of the day, he's saying, "Yo, this is a social thing, like a social justice thing. We're gonna continue the steps made after Kaepernick." But none of this looks like that.
Got you.
It just looks like a business move.
Got
and
you.
Salute the business move, but don't make it seem like it's something that it's not.
Don't put black people behind it. Like, yo, I'm looking out for the community when you're looking out for yourself. I think it's a selfish move.
And cool.
Cool.
But frame it that way.
Frame it that way. Like, don't wrap me in that, man. Like,
got you.
Like, if I was Kaepernick, I would be so tight, man.
Wow.
I heard they had a conversation and it didn't go well.
It didn't go well. I saw that.
You saw that article,
it didn't go well.
And low key, I feel like Ness was in the background. Like, I know it's Jay, get him. I think she was like, get him.
I bet she was standing right next to him.
I need a drop for that.
Yeah.
Oh, don't front. That's what y'all telling me?
Get him.
That's what y'all saying? Yo, Jay, don't front.
Don't front. Stop G-ing it. Like, he had the nerve.
Introduction/don't front. That's the name of this episode. I don't know. I'm just freestyling. Man. But yeah, man.
That's what it is, though, man.
All right, fair enough. Well, shit, man. Like, I hear what you're saying. I think we're going to have to agree to disagree. Is there any last things y'all wanted to bring in? Like,
I want to say shout out to Kaepernick. Got people still rocking with you. And, you know what I'm saying? I hope you get the justice you deserve. Like, he got a little bag from the NFL.
Yeah, I'm about to say he got a bag.
Like, he's still being blackballed.
He's being, and the second they sign you, bro, like, I'm gonna buy a jersey.
Facts.
Like, I'm gonna buy the jersey, man. Like, I want the new one.
But do those sales go to him? I thought they go to
No, but I want to support whatever team signs him.
Yeah, I think, I think it's more so like, look, like, this is why we bought this jersey. Forget your ability at this point. Like, we standing with the character, with the man Kaepernick. And that's what we standing behind right now. Which has been an issue with, which is the current or recent issue with Jay. Yeah. That you feel like you're standing behind the character of the man. And we standing behind the character of Kaepernick right now.
Got you.
And we're standing behind the issues that he's fighting for, because we agree with all that.
We agree with that. Like, we rock with that. Not only rock with 100%. Like, I feel like I am affected by the people who are
same.
I am too. I'm just saying that you get a little jaded. You get a little jaded living in DC when things are well. When you see other black people prospering.
Have a police experience. I'm surprised you saying that.
I wasn't even mad about that. Niggas racially profile all the time. That happens, bro.
And so you weren't mad about that?
No, remember, we was cool that night.
I was not cool.
You don't remember how the rest of the night went. We gonna talk about that another time.
Yeah, but I'm saying when it was happening.
Right. We had a great night after that. Yo, stop touching me. He trying to play Striping Vipers, man. This dude.
Wait, time out. Let's go back to that incident.
Nah. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that.
He's making it seem like it was cool.
No.
Like, that was just like
let's bring it up.
Something that happened during the day.
No.
That shit got me tight.
Yeah. Racial profiling is terrible. We're gonna talk about that on a later podcast.
It doesn't affect him.
Chill. I am curious though.
He was like, we had a great.
We didn't have a lit night.
I mean, despite, not because of this.
After all of that, we didn't have a lit night.
In spite of it, not because of it.
Okay, I'm just saying we had a great night. That's all I'm saying. But
racism
I am curious.
Doesn't exist in DC.
Chill. Yes, it does. Yo, you're trying to feed my words. You're fans, yo. I got it right this time. I got it right, buddy. But nah, so deadass though, honestly though, I think that was an amazing episode. How y'all feel about that, fellas?
I feel good.
Conversation.
I think that was good, bro. Real talk. I got a little tight though, because I'm like, yo, don't spill that on the couch, bro. You're trying to disrespect the furniture, son. That's crazy. But nah, I am curious to see what the world thinks. And yeah, man, like once we put this out on all social media platforms and in different all the different places that we're gonna put it. Like, I'm curious to see what y'all think. Like, please let us know in all of the comment section of every place we put in there. YouTube, IG, Twitter. Like, well, Twitter ain't got comment section, but you know what I mean. And all the places that we're gonna put the podcast. But yo, for everybody that took the time out their day to listen to us, we just want to thank y'all. We're gonna be bringing content on a weekly basis. So we just want to thank y'all. And once we get this name right, we gonna be good, man. And with that, I just wanted to say once again, my name is Tully.
Z's.
PJ.
And y'all are listening to We'll Figure Out the Name Later.
That's it.
Hey. Huh? I'm about to end it now. And we are out.